Good morning, dear students. This is Kiransa's voice from Wassalabai Vanwadi School of Scholars. We are discussing the lesson Perseus and the Gorgon. Actually, in last videos, we discussed and completed comprehension and working with words. Now, today, we are going to deal learning about language. In learning about language, we are discussing active and passive voice. Active and passive. See, sometimes words are divided into two different classes, active and passive. So what are the active sentences and what is the passive sentences we are discussing in this paragraph. See, the verbs in the following sentences are active verb. Active verb. The boy went to sleep. The girl got into the jeep. The thunder roared over the mountains. The old hermit spoke to my sister. So, in these sentences, subject having the underline. Okay. In each sentences about the subject is underlined. Notice that the subject is doing something. In other words, the subject is active. In this sentences, subject are underlined and active. So that's why this sentence having the active verb. Okay, we can say that this is the subject plus verb plus object. This simple sentence were known as the active voice. We can say that active sentences are active voice. Okay students, are you understand? Subject plus verb plus object. This is the sentence of the active verb. Now here are some passive verbs. पैसिव वॉइस या पैसिव वर्ब, एक्टिव वर्ब या एक्टिव वॉइस ऐसे भी कह सकते हो. 1 cake was eaten by the dog. 2 cakes are saved by the girl. 3 cakes were put in the cupboard by her mother. The cupboard was locked up by my sister. See the sentence properly. 1 cake was eaten by the dog. Eaten, this is the third form, having the boy and subject in having a last. This is the identification of, this is the sentence of the passive verbs or passive voice. Okay. Now notice that in each of the sentences above, the subject does not do anything. यहाँ पर subject उतना कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कर रहा है. It is not active. Something is done to it, and that is why the verb is called passive. So in these sentences, subject not having any type of active. This is the inactive subject. So that's why this is the sentence of the passive. There are third form of the verb by and subject in the last sentences. So this is the identification of the passive voice. So students, are you understand? These are the active voice, active verb sentences, SVO, and this is the passive voice sentences, third form by and the subject in the last of the sentences. This is the identifications. Okay, got it? This is the active voice and this is the passive voice. Now come. First, see if you can say which the following verbs are active or which are passive. You have to identify the sentences. Is this sentence active or passive? Okay. The little boy sang a song. सीधा सीधा sentence है SVO, active voice. The fish was thrown into the water. This is the also active. See, my shoes were taken. My shoes were taken. Third form by my sister. So that's why this is the passive voice sentence. Are you getting point? Now D. My sister took away my shoes. My sister took away my shoes. Subject, verb plus object. This is the active sentences. Active voice. Okay. Now E. The vulture was chased by the angry farmer. The vulture was chased. Third form of the verb by, and this is the angry farmer. This is the subject last. So that's why this is the passive voice. Okay. E is the passive voice. Now F. The angry farmer chased the vulture. SVO. This is the active voice. Now G. Our beautiful house was locked down by the gale. by the girl. Third form by and last of the subject. This is the passive voice. G is the passive voice. Another beautiful house was built by my grandfather. Built, third form by and last subject. This is the passive voice. So H is passive voice. My grandfather built a third house, but that was knocked down by the gale too. Same, this is the passive voice sentence. So students, I hope that you understand very well. This is the passive voice and active voice sentences. Actually, go through this paragraph again. You can understand properly which are the active and which is the passive voice. Okay, students. I hope you understand properly. Regarding that, go through the active verb or active voice sentences and go through the passive voice sentences. You can understand properly regarding that. If you have any doubt, please call me. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.